Greetings, RaReKaBaMystics here of RaReKaBaMystics, and we're here today to do an impromptu reading that Spirit has guided I and I to put out for you this season. I like to call Yin Realm season. It's Samhain and the thinning of the veil, Halloween, All Saints Eve. It's a time where the spiritual energy of life is more readily, easier, available, accessible, able to penetrate, infiltrate the physical realm. Okay, of course, we are all spirit first. All things are energy before they become matter. But as we, in this physical paradigm, we tend to only see what is physical, and we tend to only be able to understand what is tangible. And now that we are waking up to the fact that everything is spirit first, it's a great time for you to realize how the energies affect you, whether you realize it or you don't, you know. So every time from Libra season up until Pisces season, in the last few readings that I did, I was supposed to come back and let you all know when the season ends, and of course it's when the winter ends, and Pisces is the last, winter sign before we go into Aries, which is springtime, right? And Pisces, and also it's signified by the I don't know the Chinese actually signify it because of that reason, but that's how I remember it as well. It's at the time when the first new moon in February is the Chinese New Year, and it's like the beginning of the new cycle or season, even into spring. Okay, out of the winter, cold, dark, yin, more receptive, more spirit-based time, the hibernation time, into the more light, more masculine, more driven, more go-getter energy seasons, which is spring and summer. But yes, I'm here to do Aquarius. Aquarius's spread. Okay, first one out. Cool. So this spread is to just give you a heads up what Spirit wants you to know, what messages that will be good for you, yes or no, will be good for you to pick up in this time. Okay, just make sure I get this to well. Okay, and we have also a crystal message and 2 decks to clarify. I've got my playing cards and the Diane Cooper angel messages. What's the title of this card? This is like my favorite. Let me burn myself with the candle. My favorite deck of cards, like oracle cards, and I still don't know what they're called. It's called Angels of Light cards by Diana Cooper, and I have another deck of hers, the Ascension cards, just really cool. But I love these ones. They're mini and they're just cool. It's cool. The angels as well, it's fantastic. Anyways, let's get back to Aquarius. So far you have the 10 of Swords, the King of Swords, and the Queen of Wands. What's really good here? Got your energy there, that's on fire. Let's see what's up. Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles. Okay. This one right here. This one. I saw that one earlier as well. Sure. Okay. Pentacles. Put that on me. A bunch of cards flipping out, so I tend to not cover that one. Knight of Cups at the bottom. Let's see what's good for Aquarius. Let's talk about your crystal card. You have light amethyst, and you know that amethyst is one of your stones as well. Number 7, spirituality, reflection, contemplation. I don't know what happens to me with it. I don't know. Anyhow, this is the Asana pose here. It is about your just stilling yourself, your mental thoughts, which is the first cover kind of energy that's coming out, like, which is like the present right now or what's just gone past. It's mental energy. You have the 10 of Swords. Let's get into this reading. I'm just going in. With the crystal, get yourself an amethyst or a light amethyst specifically, and look into the powers and the energies that it holds and how you can work it for yourself, Aquarius. So you have the 10 of Swords, ruminating thoughts, and glad that it is at the 10 level. That means it's going to end. Okay, you've come into the King of Swords from the 10 of Swords, which is a emotional. It's a stable way of thinking. You're not over analyzing, you're not over criticizing, you're not overdoing too much of anything when it comes to your mental thought track and your mental activity. Okay, that's nice, that's good. You have the Queen of Wands. Okay, it's fire energy, passionate, knowing what you want, how to go about getting it, like not waiting around for nobody, ready and raring to go. And the only thing the Queen of Wands needs to sometimes is temper her energy and know when to hold or when to fold and when to pull back and when to go forward. Because sometimes this energy here likes to just go, continue. But there is a need for a woosah moment always, like especially when you've done a marathon, you've done a lot of work. Allot yourself time to also take time and recuperate, get your energies back. Otherwise, you'll be depleting yourself. Too much work is not conducive. You have to work smart, not work hard. You know? Like, look at the things that you are trying to get accomplished and see what is the best way truly without taxing yourself. 9 of Pentacles, yeah, working hard. And you've worked very hard, you're at a 9. And you're checking in to see like where all this hard work is like what kind of fruition. You're looking to see where the fruition is, but you're kind of feeling a bit of a loss, because you're thinking like you're working so hard, but you're not getting as much as you feel like you should be getting. Like for the amount of time and effort that you put in, you don't feel like you're getting monetary wise what will balance the scale. And even myself, I'm going through this where with business, like any business, there's going to be a time where you have to put in more than your business is going to be returning to you. But there's an ebb and flow, and when you get to a good streamline where you can keep things smooth, and you know the cycles, and you know how your clientele moves, and you know when to go for certain things when not to, it takes time, preparation, and it's cool, isn't it? Just let yourself, it's cool. It's a learning stage, it's a learning curve you're going through, and it's okay. It's cool. As long as you have your goal in mind, you can reach it. It's not going to be instantaneous in all cases. It can be for this situation. You just have to take time, okay? After you've done a lot of work, re-strategize where you need to. And yeah, everything will be cool. You have the 3 of Wands now. 3 of Wands came up in someone else's reading, and it was a bit like, but I don't feel the same energy here. I feel like It's similar but not as strong. It's like if you look at this picture, you see some hyenas looking like they're about to try to get this goat here, this kid, I like to call her. These are the kids, by the way. Children are not kids. Baby goats are kids, okay? This is a mother of a kid, maybe, or father, whatever. But communications with businesses or other business partners made up. Some of the affiliations or connections you're trying to make may not stand to be great right now. And this is funny because it's almost like the same situation but different situation. With the last one, I felt very heavy energy where it was like these people are not feeling great, it's good, and the person that I was reading to, or was not really seeing that they're not good for them. But with these ones, you're thinking like, I don't know if this person is really, that these people are really that good for me, but they are actually going to be okay. It's just not in this stage. You have the Four of Cups. Emotional, foundational kind of grounding is what is being sought after. Now that you've come away from these mental ruminating thoughts and you're guarding yourself more, you're not trying to just and I come again with the business. You came away from wanting to work with a lot of people to realizing that a lot of people ain't got your best interest, and just narrowing it down to close family, friends, and that's a good thing. But also know that there's going to be new people around always. Changes is good, okay? So don't block yourself off because of your past experiences, And you got the King of Cups. Yes, because if you trying to build a different kind of foundation, it can get much better if you keep on your discernment. I'm surprised that I feel like the High Priestess should be here. Maybe the Queen of Wands is what's representing this High Priestess. Someone that's quite intuitive. Fire signs are quite intuitive. Yeah. Run that by me again, please, Spirit. With the Four of Cups. If you take heed of what this Queen of Wands is saying, but not just taking it in blindly, like decipher for yourself. Don't let nobody tell you, okay? Decipher for yourself, and you no longer have to worry about the past stipulations that you had with business organizations. Like, your foundation is very strong right now. You're building it up from an emotional level, which is great, with love. That's important, because even in business you need to have love. What's that what I used to say? Contrary to popular belief. Yeah, because love is everything. If you hate your co-workers, you're not going to work well together, okay? Yeah, so you can then, if that emotional base is good, you can get to this even more greater emotional foundation. No, steed, like you're strong, you're firm, you give love with no problem, you receive and you give. That's the best kind of emotional state to be in, where your efforts are being appreciated, and you're also appreciating the efforts of others, showing love, caring, nurturing, mindfulness, consideration, respect. It's a good place to be. And then you got the Two of Pentacles. Why did this pop up here? Let me just clarify that real quick. Spirit, just give me a card, please. Let me go for this. Two of Pentacles in the middle of this. Oh, okay. Wait. Overzealous here. Excuse me. What sign am I on? Aquarius. Okay. Before we go there, we got Two of Pentacles underneath the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, it's making sense now. It's because this is where you was thinking or feeling like Nine of Pentacles. You've been working hard. I'm working hard. Like, I'm checking in to see, like, isn't there supposed to be a little bit more than that? Like, wait, isn't it? Yeah, this is what I'm getting right now. It's like I've been working hard, yo, like hard. And no one needs to tell me so, I know so, innit? But I just feel like I'm not getting everything I'm supposed to get. Did I miss something? Is there something else I'm supposed to be doing? With that, like, don't feel like, and this is what the two of Pentacles is saying, like, don't go back to that ruminating thought, going back to the feeling of, I'm working so hard, but I don't think I'm getting as much as I'm supposed to. And it's like, again, take time. If you feel like you're working hard, but you're not getting the bliss that you are supposed to, work your way around how you do things. Remember, work hard is not the one, it's working smart, working efficiently, rather than working tirelessly. So, like, if those are the decisions that's been, use your intuition with this one. Use your intuition. Don't feel like, with finance and with business and, the whole, how doctors have their jargon and all the other sectors have their jargon, even business people have their jargon and tales, and like, don't feel like you have to stick to anybody's pre-played business plan or something like that. Like, be sure to break the mold and do things uniquely to yourself, and that's where you will prosper, always. That's for all of us. And lastly, you have the Knight of Swords. See, again, you come up like stronger in your, because you started off with the Ten of Swords, and then you went on to the King of Swords there, and then we have the Spirit just said, and then you have the Knight of Swords. So somewhere along the line, you come up fighting, roaring, working, and then you get into a really good steed, and then it seems like you drop down again. Like, keep up your strengths, Aquarius. Keep up your strengths. You know what you need to do. Keep doing it. Like, don't let yourself get sidetracked. You have to go back to your original plans. Look back at the stuff that you was going through when it was so hard, and remember the things that came out of that. The solutions, the resolutions. Remember those and work with it. Don't be in the moment and then forget the good of that moment, because that good of the moment is what helps you create more of those good moments, if you remember how you got to that good moment. Okay, so I didn't need no clarification for you, but work and you must get a light amethyst. Try that. Sometimes it's called spirit amethyst, and because it'll help attune you to your innate self. Let's get some angel messages for you. Because then the crowning card is a Knight of Cups, because you was at a high cup. Where were you? You was at the King of Cups, and then after you going back on your ruminating thoughts about you're doing more than what you feel you're getting out of, you went down to a Knight of Swords, and now you're back down at a Knight of Chalice, and then underneath that you have the Seven of Pentacles. So it's about work, and don't let work drive you. Don't let work you. Easier said than done, I'm sure, because everybody have family and mouths to feed as well as their own, which they should look to first. But look at that. I was gonna say abundance. I thought it was abundance, but it's adventure. It's like, because sometimes if we're geared too much on one way and we haven't learned certain things that we have to learn, Spirit does move you in a way where things are you're not gonna be able to move on until you deal with what you didn't deal with, And adventure is good. We need to be, we need to do more and be more fearless, and doing things different is an adventure. Okay, the message came up for you about being stuck and not accepting change. And because look at that, the number 5, the 5 of Pentacles came after the 9 of Pentacles, and that seems to be a big thing right now, where you're just feeling like you're working too hard and you're not getting as much as you think you should be getting. And that's because there's change that needs to happen in the way you are working. And working hard doesn't have to be necessarily just your finance. It could be maybe you're working on self, or you're working on family issues, or you're working on schoolwork, many different things. You're working on your It doesn't mean finance. It could be career, it could be purpose, many different things, okay? But change is needed, and you have to not be afraid of making those changes. Oh, fire. Fire. Okay. Are these for the prayers as well? It's the top one. Okay, well, I thought I had all of them. Who's this for? Really? Oh, God. So you have adventure, Archangel Zadkiel, synchronicities, and forgiveness. And I'm just going to read Archangel Zadkiel for you. Archangel Zadkiel will help you to find tolerance and forgiveness, which is one of your cards as well. He works on the violet ray, light amethyst, or spirit amethyst, of purification and transmutation, changes, helping you to release your lower vibrations, mental thoughts that's pulling you down, like work smart, not hard, and don't feel like you're working for nothing, or you're putting all this effort in and it's not, no fruition is coming out. Because even if it doesn't fruit in this situation, all the hard work that you have done will bear fruit in another situation. Energy changing, transmuting into different situations, because you're putting your effort into things. It's like when you come into lovers or karmic situations, soulmates and stuff, and you're feeling, but I put so much hard work in this situation and it's just, I can't just let it go. Look, if it's really not serving your highest good, not because you're trying to cheat yourself of learning the lessons, that the reasons why you're there with that situation in the first place, but if it's not working for your highest good, it's reached this peak and you've learned, or you've done all you can to do with this situation, rest assured that all the efforts that you have put in that situation, if it needs to end it, and the energy that you put in that situation will carry through into the next situation. Okay, so back to this one. Archangel Zadkiel says, we will help you to find tolerance and forgiveness. He works on the violet ray of purification and transmutation, helping you to release your lower vibrations and ascend to a higher way of being. Angel wisdom suggests that you visualize yourself in the violet flame and invoke Archangel Zadkiel to help you. Place your troubles and difficult relationships within the flame so that all negativity is transmuted. You are blessed to have drawn this card today, for it indicates that you are ready to walk the path of light. And your affirmation is, I am cleansed within the violet flame. Beautiful. Synchronicities, there is nothing new under the sun. There is no such things as coincidences. Everything is happening for a reason, a season, or just because. You might not know, I might not know, but there's a reason. Everything's aligned perfectly to a T. It's a science, knowingly or unknowingly. Woo! Adventure, yes. Travel more, do more. Being adventurous doesn't mean breaking the bank. Being adventurous doesn't mean you have to have a lot of money. Being adventurous doesn't mean you have to go crazy or do mad stuff. Just taking a different turn is being adventurous, because you don't know what that turn can bring to you. It could bring someone that's been walking that way for years, or many different things, like to get into another thing, but many different things. Just do things differently. Being adventurous is about being different, being carefree, being powerful, owning your own personal power at that. It's the best power that you can have, best power that you do have, and best power that you can and should only work with. Your own personal power, rather than trying to pull on anybody else's, or use yours over somebody else's. Aquarius, I hope the messages were good to you. Also, maybe think about this one. Yes or no? No. Okay. Give much thanks. This is, it's 25 minutes. I didn't mean to make it this long. The other one's been shorter. But I'm not trying to rush or do anything, but I am trying to get through a few of these tonight and then get to eating, and I'm hungry. I haven't eaten for the day and I had the longest day. Thank you for your listening ears. Peace, love, and light. salute you all.